Hey YouTube, Kiratwig here, bringing you guys my Origins Game Fair video review video. This weekend was Origins Game Fair, which was a big game event that I went to this weekend with a bunch of different trading card, board game, kiosks, you name it, all in this convention center, and it was a lot of fun. I actually saw a lot of the different exhibits, and I picked up a lot of cool stuff as well. I'm not too big of a board game player, as you obviously know. I like card games, but picked up a lot of different stuff in the card game department. There were so many Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Cardfight Vanguard vendors there, a lot more than I thought would be there. I thought, this was mostly going to be a board game visit, but actually sold a lot of cards to different vendors, picked up some money, a lot of stuff, to buy future upcoming packs and whatnot. But the big thing I wanted to show you was just all the different stuff I picked up. I also went there for a Vanguard regional, so they were giving out demo decks for the new Vanguard, which was partially the reason I went there. Probably one of the first reasons, obviously. Wasn't sure what to expect with the actual vendors themselves, but it was also community day for Pokemon on the day I went, so I also got one of the pins that someone was giving out since it was the Larvitar event, which I thought was pretty awesome as well. Just giving them out to celebrate the Tyranitar that you can get from that, because you could obviously pull the shiny one, so I thought that was pretty awesome. I also looked at a lot of the different vendors there, and they had a lot of, I think Pokemon really was the majority that they had compared to Yu-Gi-Oh and Vanguard, obviously. Picked up, I was always a big fan of the TCG pins for Pokemon. They had the TCG League, I think these are, pins. These are the Generation 5 ones that I got. I got Skyla, Iris, and Berg, I think was his name, for the bug Pokemon. But they look really nice as well. They always do it so like they show the badge in the small view frame there. And I also picked up the Generation 4 badges that they had as well. I got the Maylene badge for her gym, the Gardenia, and also the Volkner. I got all that was available basically there, so definitely very cool to see all these different pins there. The big thing, though, like I said, were the board games there, but I went there mostly for the card games, so very happy with the turnout that they had for all of that. They also took cards to basically buy at some of the places, but they also gave you trade options, which you could take cards from your binder and basically they give you the value for it. Then you could trade for cards that they have in their display. So it's more like of a value for the actual cards you get themselves. And these are some of the ones I picked up for the trade value I got, and got a Mythical Beast Cerberus, looking to put together Pendulum Magicians again, and with Astrograph gone, I'm going to go towards more of the Mythical Beasts, and I just needed one more Cerberus, so I was glad to pick that up. Picked up some Pokemon Full Arts. For those of you that don't know, I do collect the Pokemon Full Arts, so very happy that I could find some that I needed for my collection. Lucario GX looks very nice, and also the Team Skull Grunts, for all you that are fans of the Skull Grunts there. Also picked up a couple Vanguard arts for my girlfriend while I was there, and this was the prize card they gave out for entering the Vanguard tournament, which, like I said, that took up the morning, and then the rest of the afternoon involved basically just going to all the different booths, seeing what they had to offer basically from there. Also picked up Double Deck Box. Very big fan of Monster as a whole, so they didn't have as many binders. The deck boxes were a good price though, so couldn't pass up on those. And I also one thing I wanted to get were the Hypermat sleeves. Sadly, they didn't have any of those at the event. Otherwise, I picked up a great amount of those. Love sleeving my Yu-Gi-Oh in those for sure. But the big thing I was saving for last was part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! You can see this huge pile of foils that I picked up from this one booth. Now, this booth I thought was crazy because I'm going to go through the foils here at the end. These were all 5 for $1. So I went through, I think they had like 5 different white bins, and I spent a good amount of my time with a couple friends that I went with to the event, just looking through the different bins and just picking up all that I thought, was definitely worth more than $1, or at least investing in for future sets. This whole pile cost me $9, and like I said, just crazy of some of the stuff we found. Gustav Max, number C15, Stardust Charge Warrior. Found plenty of Earthbound Immortals too. I know I picked up Kusulu, a Pre-Preparation of Rites, Chronograph Sorcerer, Tuning was in there. I think I have 3 tunings in this whole pile that I gathered up. Number 61, Volcasaurus. Big fan of the gimmick puppets to pick up the Magnet Doll. Tuning, the second one there. Ignite Crusader. Picked up, I think, a couple Aquamirs are in here as well. Glipnir with that Nordic support announced. Had to grab that for sure. Igniter Gold Rare and Lifesteam Dragon 2. Like I said, all these were basically $1, or at least 5 for $1. So couldn't pass that up. Constellar Omega, Salt Blackwing, Rikiri the Rain Shower for that new Blackwing support coming out. Cephalon, same with the Time Lords. And I needed a dragon for my Fire Fist deck that I worked on earlier. So glad I grabbed that. Spellbook of the Master, Gravekeeper Nobleman 2, number C107. Another Constellar Omega. Grapha, I think I wanted to grab 2, but the one in the pile was damaged. Final Crusader. Freezodon, people at my locals actually been asking for this a lot more recently, so I picked up that. Secret Rare Thought Ruler Archfiend. They also had a lot of Legendary Collection 5D cards. I'm guessing they just opened a bunch of them and threw those into the bin, which is why we got these Earthbound Immortals as well. Can't go wrong with Quasar or, Pot of Acquisitiveness. C39 Utopia Ray was also nice. The original set 2, first edition. Kriston Quandax, I think, is up there too. Definitely more than $1. I know that for a lot of these cards. Vanity's Emptiness, just to add to the band collection binder. Emerald Tortoise, Madolche Palooza, Raid Raptor Call, Heretic Seal of Reflection for whenever we get that Heretic support. Another Constellar Omega. I can't remember if this is the 3rd or the 2nd one. But Evil Sword Zerado, definitely want to get to building this deck too. This as $1, another one I found nice. I think I mistook it for Giant Hand at the time, but still glad I grabbed it. Archfiend Eccentric, Necrosmere, I think I grabbed at least a playset of that. Sky Palace Gongrodai, yep, there's the 3rd Necrosmere. And for the Dragoonities, just the Achilles that I needed to finish up that deck. But I was really happy just going through all those piles, because, just looking through Yu-Gi-Oh! Foils, you always find those goodies that you like to grab together. And altogether, it was an awesome event. Grabbed, not too many big things, but, mostly went there just to see all the different attractions they had. Picked up the small stuff, obviously. The little knickknacks and all that as well were quite enjoyable. But overall, would definitely go again next time they have it. Maybe get some more as well. And just enjoy the experience for sure. I hope you all enjoyed this little video that I gave you guys just, with my experience at the game fair. It was actually, I think, my first game fair that I went to this big, and definitely enjoyed it. But once again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, Kiratwig out.